Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one more with the Cubs today. And there's an off day tomorrow, so let's get the bench guys in. I feel like I have a sneeze coming on here. Go check out the office, okay. I'm trying to fight it off. I actually hurt myself sneezing today. So every time I've sneezed for the rest of the day, I get a very sharp pain in my side. Alright, I think I fought it off. Alright, something like that. We've got Graves on the mound. If you didn't see yesterday's game, you might go back and watch it. It was a 1-0 game. The one run was a walk-off homer by Tom, with, I think, 1 out in the 9th. So I do hope today's game will be a little less stressful. I know it doesn't mean as much in baseball, but we are playing the worst team in the division. At least as it stands now. In fact, the Pirates are threatening to move into 4th place in the division. They're definitely closer to 4th than the Cubs are to moving up to 5th. As mentioned, Graves on the mound, giving up about 2/3 of a run, less than that, a game, and already has over 100 strikeouts. Matt Merton to the plate. And he will start off with a slider that goes too far inside. Ground ball, Graves will field it himself. A bit of a high hop, but still no problem. 1 away. Orlando Cabrera to the plate. He will swing and miss at a fastball. Pops this one up in front of the plate. Martinez makes the grab. Carlos Pena, a little surprised. His numbers are fine, so I don't think he's having a bad year necessarily, but I'm a little surprised they haven't put David Ortiz there after trading for him. But of course, right on cue, Pena puts one into the left center gap, and it rolls a ways. Quinton's the one to finally corral it, but not before Pena can walk in for a double. So I guess that's why they don't have David Ortiz at first. That will bring Carlos Quinton to the plate. He will start off with a slider for strike 1. That one's, actually called a strike. I thought that was going to be too low or inside, one or the other. Another slider. This one is low. 1-2. Goes with the curveball, gets a little dribbler towards second, and that will end the inning. Cubs with a double but no runs. Kester will start things off for the Squirrels. The Cubs will line up like they have all series. CC Sabathia on the mound, so this is no gimme here. Especially seeing as how Ted Lilly, who was a very good pitcher in his own right, but he wasn't CC Sabathia, did a real good job at shutting us down yesterday. Right off the bat, though, Kester with a single into center field. That will bring Miyake to the plate. Kester takes off for second, and he is in there pretty easily, actually. And I guess Rungaranga must have a better arm than I thought. That was a pretty good throw. Just Sabathia a little slow to the plate, even from the stretch. And Kester pretty fast out there. Miyake swings and misses. That gives him a 1-2 count. This one is too low. Comes back with a changeup that gets a swing and a miss. 1 away, Chief at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Chief pops this one high in the air. Sabathia will come off the mound and make the grab. The runner still in scoring position for Quinton, but there are 2 outs now. First pitch, a slurve that's called a strike. Quinton. Another harmless pop-up. Rongo makes the grab. And we'll go into the second inning. Both teams with a hit but no runs. Dan Rongo will lead things off for the Cubs. Now his numbers are looking very good. I'm surprised he's not their cleanup hitter, but I guess 4 or 5, not that big of a difference. He has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. There's another called strike, makes it 1-2. I do believe as Rongo strikes out, Tom is the leading vote getter for catchers. I think Rongo's in third in that fan vote. I expect Tom to be the starting catcher. I believe he has started in the All-Star game every year we've played on here. Chief was in third amongst third basemen. I don't expect him to get there. I think in the field, Terry is the only other Squirrel to make an All-Star team, and he did not start. I think... Well, no, it wasn't Santana. I don't remember who that was at the plate, but they struck out swinging. Was that still Rongo? No, that was somebody else. I don't know. 2 strikeouts and a ground out in that second inning. That'll bring Zach to the plate in the bottom of the second. So anyway, I think the only fielders that have made the All-Star game are Tom, and Terry's made a couple. The pitchers, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure every pitcher other than Zap has made it, and I believe a Squirrel has started the All-Star game every year. It's generally almost the entire Squirrel staff minus a couple. Usually only 1 or 2 non-Squirrels on the pitching roster for the All-Star game. Zach strikes out swinging. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. I really do hope... I feel like Zap has had a very good year, best year of his career. I hope it's enough for him to make an All-Star game, though. I'm not exactly holding my breath about it. Sweeney came up with a base hit. That brings Martinez to the plate, and he will look at a backdoor slurve for strike 1. This one gets away. Sweeney will go on down to second. So runner now in scoring position with the 1-1 count. Martinez hitting .250. It's probably the best he's ever done. Has a 2-2 count in this at-bat. Sweeney takes off. I believe that just became a strike him out, throw him out. It sure was. So the Squirrels run themselves out of an inning. We go to the third with no score. Pablo Ozuna will lead things off for Chicago.
38, Pablo Ozuna, third baseman.
He hits a lazy line drive to short. Kester makes the grab. CC Sabathia. I know I looked this up, and I cannot remember. I seem to remember him being a pretty decent hitting pitcher, but I can't prove that. That's just a vague memory I have. Sabathia hits a ground ball in this at-bat. Chief will handle it. 2 away. Matt Merton back to the plate. I believe he ground out in his first at-bat. I didn't actually catch his little flag thing here. Puts this one into center field for a base hit. Takes a bigger than he should have turn at first, but he does get back. So a runner on with 2 outs. Orlando Cabrera popped out to Graves, I think. Unless I'm getting him confused with Carlos Quinton. Strikes out in this at-bat, and it will end the top of the third. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third, where Phil will lead things off. 2 hits apiece for the teams, for whatever that's worth to you.
Number 9, Burke, second baseman.
Sabathia will start Phil off with the fastball down the middle, and Phil looks at it. The first pitch he's seen, can't get too upset with that. Slurve down by his feet, that'll make it 1-1. Hits this one into left field, that'll be a base hit. Merton makes sure it stays at a single. 1 on, nobody out for Graves. See if he bunts here, although hitting .259, I am sure that's the best he's ever hit this late in the season. Shows bunt, pulls it back, it's called a strike, 0-2 count. This time puts the bunt out there. It's going to be foul for a strikeout. 4 strikeouts for Sabathia the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester with a swinging bunt. This might work, actually. It sure does. That's an infield hit. Puts runners on first and second for Miyake, who struck out in his first at-bat. That does make Kester 2 for 2 as well. Oh, Miyake pops this up. Rongo makes the grab. Inning not over yet, though. That will bring Chief to the plate. You've got to have somebody come to the plate with 2 outs. Chief's usually a pretty good choice, and this one gets away from Rongo. It's the second wild pitch today. Puts runners on second and third now. Chief maybe a little over-eager, swings and misses. Looks at strike 2. Now he'll have to be over-eager. Swing and a miss, Sabathia out of the jam. Still scoreless as we go into the 4th. The Cubs will start off with Carlos Pena at the plate. Pena with a 2-out double in his first at-bat. Wasn't able to advance any further than that. Looks at strike 1. This pitch down and away. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2. Bounces that curveball in. That'll make it 2-2. Comes back with another curveball. Gets a foul pop-up. Martinez waiting and makes the grab. 1 away. That will bring Carlos Quinton. Oh, I think he had the ground out back to Graves at that high hop. Anyway, it's an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And Quinton will go back to the dugout after 3 pitches. Rongo struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. That pitch just misses low. Don't know if I would have taken that if I were Rongo. Swings at this one and comes up empty. Move into the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. And Quinton will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Quinton flew out, a little pop-up in his first at-bat. I think Sabathia might have fielded it himself if I remember right. One and one the count to start off this at-bat. That slurve never made it back to the plate. Probably a little high as well. Swing and a miss on that changeup will make it 2-2. Sabathia goes with another changeup and gets another whiff. 1 away. Zach struck out in his first at-bat. That first pitch is inside. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Called strike on a slurve. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Sweeney got a base hit in his first at-bat, was eventually caught trying to steal third. Advanced to second on a wild pitch for whatever that's worth. Has a 1-1 count to start this appearance. That's a good slurve. 1-2. It's fastball just a bit low. Sabathia comes back with the changeup and gets another swing and a miss. That changeup has really been working today. We will go into the 5th inning. There is still no score, and Santana will come to the plate. I started to say Santana the last time he came up, but I just became convinced that Santana was batting second like he was earlier in the year. I know that's not true. That's Orlando Cabrera. He has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss on a slider makes it 1-2. That fastball just misses outside. Comes back with the changeup and gets a swing and a miss. 1 down. Cannon hit a ground ball I want to say to third in his first at bat. Looks at strike one. That pitch is too low. It's 1-1. Up the middle, Graves knocks it down though, and that will be the second out of the inning. Pablo Ozuna lined out to, I think it was second in his first at bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Way late on that fastball, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That will end the top of the fifth. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, where Martinez will lead things off. And Martinez struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch, a changeup that does not go over the plate. And a fastball too low. It's a 2-0 count. Oh, Sabathia gets the call. I wasn't so sure about that pitch, but it's 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That will bring Phil to the plate. Got a base hit into left in his first at bat. First pitch called a strike. That pitch up and in. Ground ball to second, right to Santana actually. Two away, Graves at the plate. Not sure why that goes down as a strikeout looking when it was a bunt foul for strike three. Figured that'd at least be a swinging strike. Not bunting here, and Graves promptly puts a ball into left field for a base hit. Maybe he should have just swung away last time. Kester 2 for 2. We've got 2 outs and a runner on first. That slurve out of the zone. Probably lucky it didn't find its way to the backstop. Another bounced in slurve. A ground ball. Santana will handle this one and end the fifth inning. Still no score. We go to the sixth, where Sabathia will lead things off for the Cubs. Sabathia, I am pretty confident, ground out to third in his first at bat. Looks at strike one here. This one a ground ball to second. Phil will take care of that. One down. Matt Merton at the plate is 1 for 2. Graves might make 10 strikeouts today, but probably has more to do. Sorry, I got to bump something on the microphone there. But anyway, has more to do with the Squirrels offense not giving him any run support. Does strike out Merton for the second out of the inning. Orlando Cabrera has 0 for 2, struck out in his last at bat. Looks at strike one here. This is going to go through the middle for a base hit. 2-out single. That brings Carlos Pena to the plate. He has doubled and fouled out today. Looks at strike one here. Another swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swings at a curveball in the dirt to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Still no score. Miyake will lead things off for the Squirrels. Let's see if they can get a run to let Graves get out of the game, or if he's going to have to work another inning. Miyake 0 for 2, a strikeout and a foul out. I'm sure he'd like to do something productive here. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one foul. That'll make it an 0-2 count. Pop up. It's going to be foul again, and Rongo is also going to make the grab. Couldn't even get it down to Ozuna at third. Chief 0 for 2. Looks at a backdoor slurve for strike one. That fastball is too low. Grounds this one through the left side of the infield. That's his first hit of the day. A runner on with 1 out for Quinton, who is also 0 for 2 today. And he misses the changeup. This one gets away. Didn't get far away from Rongo, but Chief still made his way to second. So a runner in scoring position now. And a 2-1 count after that pitch to Quinton. This one 3-1 right by his feet. Surprised he didn't spin out of the way. That slurve catches the outside corner. It's a full count. And this one's line foul. We'll try it again. Runner on second with 1 out. Decisive pitch here. And we get a ground ball through the left side of the infield. Chief won't score on it, though. Puts the runners on the corners for Zach with only 1 out. So really just needs to get a ball to the outfield. First pitch out of the zone. This one fouled straight back, but it'll make the net. Yeah, changeup out of the zone. Makes it 2-1. And blew that fastball by Zach. Gets a hold of this one. It is in the outfield. It'll get down for a base hit, and the Squirrels have the 1-0 lead. That's a big development for our pitching staff. Brings Sweeney to the plate, who I believe is 1 for 2. Has a 1-1 count. 1 out. Runners on first and second. This one's down and in. Sabathia seems to have gotten a little wild here in the 6th. Gets a swing and a miss there to make it 2-2. Into center field, though Cannon, I do believe, will... Oh, no, he won't. It's going to land in front of him. I thought it was hit harder than it was. That's going to score another run. The Squirrels go up 2-0, and that is going to chase Sabathia. And they're going to put in the pitcher, Quinton. We now have 3 Quintons in this game. 2 outfielders. Actually, both of them playing right field. And then a pitcher now. Martinez has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Has runners on the corners with 1 out. Squirrels already up 2. And he puts this one... Oh! Cabrera probably did a good job just to knock that one down. They're going to call it an error. I don't know about that. I think that probably should have been a hit. But either way, it scores another run for the Squirrels, and that brings Phil to the plate. 2 on with 1 out still. And a 2-0 count. Guess I need to worry about a pinch hitter here. Phil grounds this one through the right side of the infield. Throw goes home, but Sweeney too quick. That'll make it 4-0 Squirrels. And we'll get Graves out of the game. Put Marvin in here to pinch hit. He and Tom are typically the bench guy pinch hitter since they get both days off. Still 1 out, still runners on first and second. First pitch out of the zone. Everyone looked very similar, but this time Quinton gets the call. Same pitch, same call. I guess you're going to have to swing at it, but Marvin refuses to, and he will go down looking. 2 outs now. Kester at the plate. 2 for 3, I do believe. Looks at strike 1. This one far too high. Ground ball to third. Ozuna goes to first, and that will end the 6th inning, but the Squirrels take a 4-0 lead in that inning. So we'll go into the 7th. Carlos Quinton is going to lead things off. He will do so against Jones. If the score stands, the plan is to pitch Jones 2 innings. And then probably go to Zap to finish it up. All right, Carlos Quinton is 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a strikeout. First pitch is called a strike. Breaking ball hit into center field. Miyake waiting on it. 1 away. That will bring Rongo to the plate. He has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Obviously the first one against Jones. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one up foul. Martinez won't catch up to it. Got closer than I thought he would, though. 0-2. This one fouled straight back. Another fastball. There's the breaking ball. I thought he was going to throw last pitch, and he does get Rongo to chase it for strike 3. Santana has also struck out in both at-bats so far today, and still looking lost up there at the plate. Hits this one, and Phil just missed it. Tried to do a leaping grab, and I don't think he needed to. If he just would have kept running, he would have made the catch. It's going to go down as a hit. Cannon to the plate. Don't know if I knew if he's a switch hitter. Hits this into center. Miyake makes the grab. That gets us to the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0 Squirrels. Miyake to lead off on the other side. All right, Miyake 0 for 3. Strikeout and 2 foul outs. And they are giving Quinton a lot of low real estate. There's a base hit for Miyake up the middle. Leadoff single will bring Chief to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Hits this one pretty much right to Cabrera, and that does not turn into a double play. I thought it would, but Santana not quick to first. So 1 on, 1 out. Quinton now at the plate. Looks at strike 1. This one hits the dirt and somehow isn't called a strike. Oh, another pitch called low. Just realized we got a Quinton versus Quinton matchup here. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Zach at the plate. 1 for 3, couple strikeouts and a single. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball to second. Santana goes to first, and that will end the 7th inning. We go into the 8th. Pablo Ozuna up for the Cubs. It's a 4-0 Squirrels lead. Ozuna 0 for 2. He will hit this one just foul down the first base line. This one's going to be fair and going to land in for a base hit. Leadoff single brings the pitcher spot up. They're going to let Quinton hit. It's lopsided, but I don't know if it's that lopsided. There's a ground ball, could be 2. And it is. Mark that one down, 4-6-3. Just like you drew it up. Matt Merton to the plate is 1 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. This is going to be into left, and Quinton not even going to try to catch it. Plays it safe. 1 on, 2 outs. Orlando Cabrera got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 4-0 Squirrels lead, and Sweeney will lead things off. Sweeney 2 for 3 on the day. He's starting at the numbers you expect him to get after having such a terrible start to the year. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. This one up and out makes it 2-1. Outside, make it 3-1. And Sweeney got a lot of that one, but he's pulled it foul. That probably would have been home run number 2 on the year, but instead we got a full count, and he looks at strike 3. 1 down, Martinez reached on an error last time, though I really think that should have been credited as a hit. That was not a routine play. Hits this one towards second, and it is fielded cleanly this time. 2 down. Phil to the plate is 2 for 3. First pitch, down and out. misses. Too low as well. Too high, make it 3-0. Swing and a miss, makes it 3-1. Another swing and a miss. We got a full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Phil swings and misses for strike 3. We'll move on to the 9th inning. The Cubs need 4 runs to stay alive, and they are at the 3-4-5 part of their order. We are not going to ask Jones to pitch 3 innings. Oh, we're going to get a pinch hitter. Now here's David Ortiz. I feel like that's an inning too late. Probably should have been used in the pitcher spot. Oh, I didn't realize Zap was so low. Let's go with Johnston. You know what? We got an off day tomorrow. I might regret this, but let's see if we can stick to our normal plan.
Your attention, please. Now for the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 23, Zach.
All right. Ortiz does stay in to hit. Zap starts him off with a changeup, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. That will bring Carlos Quinton to the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. That breaking ball breaks too far. Too low. Goes to the changeup, gets a swing and a miss. Too low again. It's 3-1. Line drive towards second. Phil grabs it. 1 down. Rongo is struck out in all 3 at-bats today. Sure he'd just like to get any kind of bat on the ball. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swings and misses at a wild one. He is just all over the place today. Squirrels 1 out away from a sweep. Santana standing in between that. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at the first one, although it was one that Phil should have handled. He'll ground out to short, though, and that will end the ball game. Your final score, Chicago Cubs 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 4. Take a look at some highlights. Say all the runs scored in that one big 6th inning. All right, Zach, your player of the game, knocked in the first run. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. It's an off day tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we've got Oakland next, though I don't remember where, so I don't know if we're going to have the DH lineup or not. But we'll find out on Saturday. We'll see you then.